There are a lot of quality of life issues related to the language itself. The first one that comes to mind is that you can't use a function unless it's declared above the function which you are calling it from. I miss writing in languages where the order in which you write functions doesn't impose limitations on which functions can be called. C++ also doesn't have struct update syntax, which would allow you to create a new struct by modifying specific fields of an existing one, while keeping the rest unchanged. And there's no concise, idiomatic mechanism to enforce full member initialization in aggregate types. While constructors technically solve this, it's not idiomatic to use them on structs, because it undermines the semantics and ergonomics that make struct declarations attractive in the first place. Alternatives such as the builder pattern or custom member wrappers like force init are verbose and require too much boilerplate. The absence of a first-class language facility for mandatory initialization at the field level leads to subtle bugs and forces developers to choose between safety and simplicity. Another egregious ergonomic failure is standard visit, which is the C++ way of doing Rust's pattern matching, but it's inferior in almost every way. Firstly, to get it working similarly to Rust, you have to add this template magic boilerplate, which you can see recommended here in CPP reference. But the boilerplate is different depending on which C++ version you're on, and many developers don't like how the value goes in as the last parameter instead of the first. If you're pattern matching, it makes more sense to have the value at the top than the bottom. To really get it working well, you need to add even more template magic boilerplate. And because it's also template heavy, the compilation times and binary bloat can be considerable. Additionally, IDEs like Visual Studio won't autocomplete the different arms of the visit, so you need to find the variant definition to check the types and then switch back and forth to reference them while you type them out manually. In contrast, Rust has excellent ergonomics and autocomplete support for pattern matching. When you've tried pattern matching in Rust, you'll never want to go back to using standard visit in C++ ever again.